Welcome again to another segment of Systems Within Systems. Today I'm going to be talking about blocking. We're going to incorporate some of the chops as well, blocking going in, positioning, what blocking really is. But on these type of blocks that we're going to be talking about first, it's not going to be about something coming at you, it's about going at it. So as far as the person is lining up, what you see, the positions of them, and then coming in and working off of their positioning. Basically what you want from an individual is that unmark, get, set, go. But you are always go. All right, so when a person's standing this way, or a person's standing this way, or however they're standing, they're doing something from the matrix, whatever that is, you want to have that look of that individual and how you're going to work off of them. But blocking, basically, if Instructor Ben Brown's going to be standing, works the same thing, works on a T, right? So as far as standing here, if he throws something, I'm just standing here. So the T formation is here as far as when somebody's actually attacking you. So we'll get into that a little bit more, but I really wanted to discuss blocking going in. But just to give you an idea, if Ben's going to throw whatever he's got to throw at me, and I'm using this T, and my hands are here, he throws, and he just keeps throwing, my hands don't really have to move that much. And even if he comes in, right, and it clips me, I'm still moving against it, right? So he comes in, boom, boom, I'm right here. So my hands don't have to run to it. And in a lot of blocking techniques, you see people run to it. So if he throws something and I'm running to it, because I'm getting worried and I'm running, this is not what you want to do, okay? All right, you don't want to run to the block. So he fakes, and I run, and that's where I'm going to get popped, right? If he fakes, I'm here, you see? So I'm ready to go, and all my armament's ready to go. Now, blocking going in, that's kind of what you want. Whether a person on the street, when I did a lot of, been involved with a lot of different things, a lot of the fighters on the street, their first positions were either to come in and they would rush you, or the first position would be coming in like this. A lot of street fighters use this, like they bait themselves here and they're going to come in this way here, right? But that's what you want. Whenever a fighter's standing in front of you, however they're standing in front of you, here, they're giving themselves away, and this is where the blocking coming in really works, right? Now, when this happens, say this is a guy in the street is standing here, my position most likely is going to be here. Usually when you're fighting or you're into combat, I'm not going to be going like this here, or like this here, or like this here, right? Because I've given myself away. I want to work from here. So I may come out of the camera for a little bit. I may step back, right? Or I may step in to position myself. I may take a slight T stance to position myself, one leg front, one leg behind, right? Type of thing. But my attack is going to be from here. So we talked about the chops, right? If I was going to chop, I could chop either hand, right? I could chop both hands, right? Or I could start to manipulate the hands, depending on the different positions it's in. Now here is a classic position. So I may come in, and I'd say I may chop from here, coming in with a chop to the hand, not to the face, not to any part of the body, to the hand. This may come underneath here. My motion coming in may go 1, 2, and then I could come through with the hit, right? I may come in with just straight arm it. I could come in this way, right? Yeah, you can resist it then, so you don't get hurt, right? Or I could come in this way, right? Coming in, I could come in open hands on this particular technique, which works for we'll show different positions in a minute. Open hand, I could come in here, right? Where I'm moving this way, right? Okay? So my motion could be coming in here, here. I could come in here. Watch your face, okay? I could come in here. Now where his hands are, I could come in here and push his own hands right into him. My motion here, right? So it would be 1, 2, hit, or at the same time, hit. If I come in with a chop, hit. I could come in, again using the T, on a straight motion, right? So now he has a position that I'm actually working for. I'm looking at this on my way in, not just going around and trying to hit around these. I'm actually using them. All right, so say he takes a different position, any position he wants, right? Now, he's hiding his hand, putting this here. This position is in a great position up here because I can knock the hand into the face, or I could come down on it. But this is the one he's making effort for. So if I come up this way here to hit him, he's gonna come in low to hit me, right? Basically, or come up high. So I could step into him this way. I could step to the back this way. So this position allows me a lot of options from this position. He's in attack position, so most likely he's got to throw. So again, if he does, say he does throw a back fist or something like, if I'm standing here, my hands are just here. I don't have to move. I don't have to, again, run to it, right? If say he goes 1-2, I'm running to it, and that's how you mess up. If he goes 1-2 and I'm standing here, I'm waiting for it. That's really, really hard to do because our adrenaline gets going and we want to come in. So again, that is waiting for the technique to come in. If he comes in with something, I attack at the same time. That's the way I like to battle, right? But for here, just blocking going in, say I come this way. So it would be 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, him not moving. If he goes to move, I'm in. You see? I'm working off of this. Here, I can even come in as a pin. So my motion could be here, just moving in, right? And then move in, right? And of course, the legs come in. So say he takes a different position, maybe with his arm way out like a football player running down the field, pushing everybody out of the way, right? So he's got a little bit of a bend. He's got that hand opened up so I can't see, covering my face. A lot of guys like to do that because they feel safe. You know, the whole idea of the katana, long sword, short sword. So here he's practicing the long sword. My technique is like, I'm not going around like this way here. He's already doing this here. Say he's in a down position, right? He's already doing this there because maybe he's a little bit intimidated. So he wants to kind of stay away. So he has this long motion and movement. So from here, I'm not gonna, go around it. I see this here. This is hiding and he can use both of those legs. From this point here, I may simply come with my attack this way, right? Coming in this way here, motion, and move, right? 1, 2. Or I may come in with a direct attack here, right? Direct attack and come in, right? You see how whatever position he gets into another position, I'm working off the hands, off the body. I'm viewing the body. I'm viewing the targeting. I could see this hand, I can knock it to his chin, right? So I may just come straight out in a motion this way. Double chop, right? Come out with a double chop. Boom. Both going into the body, right? Coming in and then coming with a hit and then follow through whatever I'm going to follow through with. He takes a different position. All right, so now this is a nice classic knife technique. And some of the knife fights that I've been involved with, some of the hardest fights where the guy has the knife back here. We're going to get into weapons that's coming at you, especially if it's a bigger man, very large, and just coming in, right? How you got to be stopping this. I may bring a leg into this a little bit just to show you, but it will come into frame as we're doing it, all right? But this is an easy thing to stop. So I could, if he's launching, this is just going to be coming in. He's got to try to sucker punch me, come this way. If I do that, then say he just swings and it comes across. So I have to be ready for that. Again, using the T. I could come in this way, right off of it, right? So as he goes to swing it, I'm here and coming in and then moving into my attack. It's really simple stuff. If his hand is back, I don't know if you're going to be able to see the leg. I can also take the leg and move it right to that hand. Right? Move it right to that hand and then move in. For the next segment, I'm going to call Mike in. Mike's newer, so his positioning is going to be more what you guys would probably be facing. So Mike, he looks like a hoodlum. So he gets it to his stance, right? There you go. So he's like in a basic kind of street stance, not as grounded as what Ben was doing. His hands are here. He's kind of lined up, and he's ready for action. So if I'm standing here, this would be my first position. If he throws something, my hands, just throw it, like throw it like you got to do it. He throws something, my hands are just here. So now I'm just moving this way. So he throws something, and then I may step into action. Okay? So again, if I'm already in action, he throws something, whatever he's going to throw like a couple of combos. I'm just here. I don't have to run to it. Now if I run to it again, he throws, and I'm running to it, go ahead, throw a couple of combos. And I'm running, that's the mistake. Just wait. Okay? And we'll get a little bit more into that. So if I'm waiting, he's throwing, I'm just waiting, and I'm seeing all my options. And he was gone. Right? Now, as far as attacking going in, which is really cool, right? He's in this position. I already see like what instructor Vikram was talking about, how to knock him off balance in his other videos. I could see how I could push this way and he can go flying. But if I just want to come in with an attack, I have both of these options. So I can attack with one hand, right? Come across one and hit, covering this one with the hit. I can attack with two hands and coming in with the hit. I can even play this way and move, right? There's a lot to do from here, just moving. It's kind of like, what's that game? Pinball, right? Where I'm just bouncing off of these. So I could just go hit. So just this little movement. If he holds his hands as tight as he can, look at that. It's moving. All your muscle. Well, what it was, right? It's just moving, right? The guy could be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm just going to be moving him, right? That's all you need to move off. Just 1, 2. So if he's holding real strong, and I come in with the chop, they're moving. Now if I take the chop this way, I come in 1, 2. That's going to do a lot of damage to him as well. 1, 2, right? I'm just hitting, wham, wham, wham. I'm working off of him. Say he comes in with another position. Do your hoodlum. There you go. There's the hoodlum position, right? This is really easy because now I could just come in over, right? I come in over. Don't forget the legs. I mean, I got all this down here that's not going on yet, and bringing my legs up into it. We can actually, I block a lot with my legs going in. So I smash whatever in front of me, all right? So here he's in this position. I could come over and move, right? And all I did was the palm strike, which we've done. Right? Boom, hit, and then come in. My motions could be 1, 2, 3, right? And just come through, and then use them to throw. So again, relax, Mike. You'll see where blocking going in has a lot of merits. Now we're going to bring instructor Ben Brown out here, and he's going to cover some other aspects of it that I always seem to miss, and get into it a little bit more, and we'll probably use Mike for that as well.
Hey guys, I'm Ben. I'm just going to go over some of the nuances of the blocking going in that Sifu was talking about. So Mike's just going to take a position. That's a good one. So Sifu likes to come in very directly. So if he's coming in this way or this way and moving off and hitting, that's all well and good. But if the man is 3 times my size, I may not want to walk directly in. So you can use your blocking going in. I can still block going in to step to the outside, if only just for an escape route. So if it's an individual, instead just one person, instead of 3, 4, or 5, you know, this may be enough and I can keep going. So if I just want to get out of there. The other thing, that can give you different options. I can bring my legs into it as well, which gives you different lateral movement. The other thing I want to talk about is if I'm blocking going in, it's not just a battle of the arms. Sifu also talked about the legs, but the body and the head can come into play too. So his punch from here, boom, is a lot more effective than his punch from here. Maybe if he's done some praying mantis or some Hung Gar or Wing Chun and he's developed that short power over years, he could still break my jaw, knock me out, do something like that. But if I position my head right, I may block in and come in here. This looks like an awkward position, but I've got all my armament, and I can still come in aggressively. So it's not just moving the arms, so it's not staying safe and coming out here. As you watch, Sifu comes in very, very directly. So he'll come in here and move off. But you have your lateral movements as well. and you've got your body. So if I'm using my body or my head, I'm not going to come down to my head with this one. But if I cover this hand, I may put this against my body. And if he moves this, I'll know. And I can work off of it and manipulate. And I still got all of these hits. So yeah, we focus on the arms and hands a lot, but don't ignore that your body works and your legs, and where you're stepping in gives you that position for all that manipulation.
Okay, everyone, thanks for watching Systems Within Systems. Please give the thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe.
If you'd like to see more, you can find the links to the podcast and the website in the description below. And if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you, and we'll get back as soon as we can.
Have a good one.